tire, and we're gonna switch it out to something new, tubeless tire. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Andre, and today's new tire day. As you know, I really love my ground control grid tires from Specialized, but this one's seen better days. I've been riding this since last year, and I've started to have a few issues climbing where I'm slipping. The knobs are starting to peel off the edge of the tires, so I thought it was time. Yeah, I'm really shaving them off. I thought it was time to go to a new tire. So I'm gonna test, no need to shout, but I'm gonna test these Pirelli Scorpion XC Pro tires, Pro walls. So they've got armor on the sides, and I've been running one of these on my front wheel. These ground control tires are kind of hard to find right now. I do have one 29 by 2.35, but I'd like to hang on to it in case I don't particularly like this as a back tire, but I think I'm going to like this because it's worked really well on the front, and this tires looks very similar to the ground control tires. Anyway, a couple of things you need. Obviously you need your wheel. I've already got it set up as tubeless, so you got to get yours set up tubeless as well. I'm going to strip this down completely, pull the tire, show you what's inside. If you've got bionic fingers, you're good, but if not, a couple of tire levers. I've got a kit here. These are really stiff ones. With these 29 tires, you find that some of these older tire levers tend to bend, so they're crappy. You need your sealant. Now, Muck Off sent me a brand new one to test. I had one of these that I picked up from Amazon, and we could not get that to seal tires for nothing. It is mid-August or early August. Let's see how this works. You need your new tire, obviously, and you need a half decent pump. Now, I've never had issues. I've got an MEC floor pump here, and it works just fine. I've never had an issue inflating tires, so this is the one we're going to use. All right, so first things first. You don't need to take your valve core out. Some people like to do that. I think that's the problem. So we're just going to slowly let the air out of this. It's a shame because I'm going to be wasting the sealant that I put in here maybe a month and a half ago. But it's all in its name of testing. And if there's a lot of noise around here, I apologize. We're under a flight path. People like to walk their dogs. Everybody else's dog likes to bark and carry on. And I can't do anything about that. Just swapping out tires. This one's really quick. But for those of you who have never done it before and want to see how, here's how you do it. You can actually see how the bead of this tire is starting to tear. Now these are my Elite wheels, rims. I really like these. These are the Carbon Pro 29er Pro 36s, I think. I'm just gonna help this off here. There you go, there's one side off. Wow, huh, that's funny. I'm almost out of sealant, even though I put this on a couple months ago. That's kind of interesting. Look at that. There's I don't know if you can see it, but there's essentially nothing in there. Okay, let's put that down here. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get some paper towel to clean this up, so I'll be right back. Yeah, something I forgot, but through the magic of editing, guess what? Paper towel. A couple of pieces of paper towel. Give this a wipe down. So if you are going to be going tubeless for the first time, one of the things you got to make sure is that your rim is wrapped with tape, or you can even use Gorilla tape. The thing you got to look out for with Gorilla tape is it degrades over time. So what you're going to find is that your Gorilla Tape may start allowing air through underneath that the sealant can't patch up because the tape itself comes apart. You're also going to want a tubeless valve, special. These valves have a little rubber washer that goes underneath this securing nut. This, now, all tires, almost all tires are worth using, are directional. This wheel turns this way. So what you're going to do is, you're going to grab your new tire, you're going to take the leaf off of it, and you're going to look for the big, there's always something that tells you direction. It's either a small arrow or it's a big arrow that says, oh, there it is. There you go. So right here. See it? Rotation with an arrow. Sometimes it's just an arrow, right? Anyway, and what we're going to do is, we're going to do this the easy way. We're going to slip this back on. Back on, we're going to slip this one on. And I'm going to use my tire levers just to help it on. Because I just don't feel like struggling with it. A little bit at a time. Come on, get on there. There we go. One more small section. And it's on. Now when you're doing this, be careful you don't push this over too hard because you end up putting a hole in your tape. Now I've been shaking this for a while before we started this, so this is nice and well shaken. One of the things that people like to do is they like to get their valve core lined up with the text, you know, gotta look good. Alright, see it? It's in the middle there. Make sure you get the bead over the top, right? Get it nice and centered on the E, because I think E is the middle of Pirelli. No matter what you do, it'll work anyway. It'll work either way you do it. Then, what you do is you get start putting it on the other side. You want to leave a little, it'll always misbehave like this. Essentially what you're doing is, you're just trying to leave a little bit of tire unmounted like this at the bottom. And then, you pour in a few ounces. There you go, 2-3 ounces should be good. I'll put this back on. Pirelli. Come on, get on there. Wow, that popped on really easily. Okay, so now I've made sure that both sides of the bead on opposite sides of the valve, because that'll mess you up. If you've got, sometimes the valve will stick out one side and you're busy pumping away, and as the yellow jackets come by to see what that yummy smelling sealant is about, I grab my little pump and do this, hook this back up, and oh-ho! So this one wants to be difficult. Sometimes you just gotta pull your tire out to the edge a bit. Get the beads up. There we go. And you're listening for those little, that is the noise that you want. Yep, that's the sound of your tire seating, the bead climbing up on the outer wall. Now I like to get these tires up to about 38, 39 psi, so just below 40. There we are. right there. Pop this off, seal this up, get the pump out of the way, and there you go, new tubeless tire. All right, Pirelli, where is it? Pirelli, hello, Pirelli Scorpion XC S Pro Wall tire on the back, giving it the first test run today at Jefferson Forest. It's a little bit hero dirtish with some small wet spots that have got congealed and loose earth, and I'll let you know how this tire worked out after this ride is done. So far so good. Anyway, we go. Yeah, I like that. Let's keep going. All right, we're back. Pirelli Scorpion XC S Pro Wall. XC S Pro Wall. Yeah, quite did the job. No complaints. Climbed up wet, slippery hills, slippery rocks, slippery roots. No issues. Down stuff. Had all the grip that I needed. Never let go once. Not gonna say that it's anything tremendous here, but it did what I expected it to do, so I have no complaints. So if you're looking for a replacement tire, I love Max's Forecaster on the front, but I've been running one of these Pirelli Scorpion XCS on the front as well. Couldn't find a Forecaster, and I like the specialized ground control on the back. Again, I have one spare and I'm hanging on to that till I run this into the ground or decide that it is or isn't good. So far it is good, so it may just stay here. Nice tire. I give it a recommend. It's good. Okay, and there you go. Simple as that. 5 minutes, you're done. Biggest issue that anybody ever has is trying to get, let's just clean this up a bit, is trying to get your tire mounted onto your rim, because what I usually do is leave the tires sitting flat in the sun when it's summertime, so they soften up and they straighten up, because the bead can get kinked the way they've got it all folded up, or you end up having to use a blow dryer or something like that. And if you don't, that's why some guys go to buy those pumps with the reservoirs that you can blast the air in to quickly inflate it, so hopefully you can get more air in than escapes, and that gets the tire up and seated. Anyway, there you go. Any questions, any comments, drop them down below. I really need to get somebody to sponsor me with tires, because I just keep burning them out, but that's an issue for another day. As always, stress less, ride more, ride smart, ride safe. See you guys on the trails. Take care. See ya.